Welcome to Kingdom Business Network. We are so much glad to be with you this day. Thank you for tuning in to Faith Today Television. As usual, we come to give you business tips, and we would want to really engage with you. We'll have a very interesting topic this day on merchandising and sales promotions. So in case you are struggling in that area, or in case you want to know much more about merchandising, how you can grow your business by merchandising, how you can boost it by sales promotions, then make sure you are tuned in. We'll be taking your questions after the first break, and therefore on the numbers that are provided on your screen, please engage us, send those questions, and we'll address those questions. We are here because of you. And today we have a very dear friend of ours, Dr. Grace Kivoro, who is going to lead us. He's a subject matter expert on that area with a lot of experience. Welcome very much, Dr. Grace Kivoro. You can introduce yourself.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Grace Kivoro, Senior Marketing Consultant, and working with various businesses to help them sell better, and you will hear more as we progress. Thank you.
So welcome very much, Dr. Grace Kivoro. And with me also is Enoch. Enoch, you can introduce yourself. I know the viewers by now, they know you.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much, Doctor.
Yes.
Good morning, viewers. My name is Enoch from House of Faith. I'm so excited to be here today and to learn from Dr. Grace. Dr. Grace, you're welcome to KBN. Yeah, we are so passionate about, boosting our brands, getting to know about how we can really know how to merchandise, promote our businesses, so we can really make it in this very challenging economic landscape of, what we are really going on right now. And I can't really wait to learn from you and get better. Thank you so much.
Welcome very much, Enoch. Yes. For those watching us on Facebook, please share, like, comment. Those watching us on YouTube, please remember to subscribe and engage us, and we'll be very much glad for your contribution, because you will help us with the algorithm. Dr. Grace, how has been the week been?
The week has been interesting, and we're looking forward to even a more interesting week with the budget that is being read. I'm sure the small businesses will be very keen to know what is going to happen to them. And I think because it's an economic business oriented, scheduled today at the Parliament with the government, I'm sure the businessmen are there wondering whether their businesses will succeed. And what we are doing today will make a big difference, even with the hard economic times. So I'm very excited about that.
Yes.
Yes.
I think we just have to be hopeful and try and adjust to the changing economic times. As business people, you have no much choice or much control about the budget. You can voice your concern in public participation, but after that, whatever comes, we need to adjust ourselves and see how we can still try and remain in business. Now, let's go to the topic today. We want to discuss about merchandising and sales promotion. Maybe you can introduce us to what is merchandising, and then also later what is sales promotions.
Okay, merchandising comes from the word merchandise, and our businesses deal quite a lot with the merchandise. So you are doing something with this merchandise. Now, if for example you take an example of a supermarket, a small supermarket, you have various products, foods, detergents, and so on. So you want to display them, place them in such a manner that you'll be able to attract the people who are coming to buy from you, so that you appeal to them. You let them know that this is what we have. So they are visible, they can be interested in them, and ultimately you'll be able to buy them. Yes.
So that's merchandising.
That's merchandising.
Okay. Is there a particular order on how you should arrange them, or you just arrange them anyhowly?
This is very interesting, because traditionally when you go to the small businesses in the villages, products are everywhere. But when you do the right merchandising, you place your products in categories, because you think about how the consumer shops and how they think. If you are buying food, For example, breakfast. You're looking for milk, you're looking for bread. So when you merchandise, you put those products in that category. If I'm buying detergent, I'm maybe buying a powder, a bar soap, and I need a softener. And maybe pegs. So you put them in that category. So you arrange the products on the shelves, which is the main place where you place them. You can also have sometimes where you put them somewhere on the floor, like some display. You can also put them at the counter, where you remind people as they come out, like the chocolates, the matchboxes, those small things. So it's important to have an order so that you're able to help the person coming to buy from you see the items and buy from you, instead of them thinking they are not in this place. Yes.
I'm just thinking, now that you're talking about order, the first in, first out, does it apply? Is it also part of merchandising, whereby you're looking at what came in first and what came in last, and expiries and all that?
Absolutely. Very important question. Oftentimes you find that the retailers, the shopkeepers, they have arranged products on the shelf. Then when they get new ones, they put them in front. So again, they sell these ones. They get new ones, they put them in front. First in, first out means that whatever was first, when you get new product, you pull what came in front, and what is new, you put it at the back, so that what came in first sells out. This is very important because it will avoid expiries on the shelves, which would cause a big business loss. Yes.
Okay. So is merchandising important in a small business?
It is very important.
And why is it important?
It is important because in the first place, if your products cannot be seen, they cannot be bought.
Okay.
You normally think that somebody knows I keep this, so you ask for it. If that is all the retailer, the shopkeeper wants to dwell on, then sometimes we forget we are human beings. But when now you display the products, you remind the customers about these brands, and then they'll be able to pick them. Oftentimes you'll go to the supermarket to buy something or a shop, then you see something, oh, I had forgotten, give me that item. So displaying them brings the remembrance of the person shopping to the fact that I need this brand, I need this product. Again, when you merchandise, the person shopping is able to see the price. And then I can say, this I can afford, even if I'm not planned for it. And when I'm in a place where I can see items and all that, my shopping becomes very easy. I have a nice experience. I can walk around, browse, look at them, look at the price, decide I need this one, something like that. And then even with the merchandising, as I am seeing more items, I may be picking more items. Think about this. Anytime you go to a supermarket, you take the small basket. Then you start seeing items, you start putting. The next thing, you look for a trolley. Now you start using the trolley. By the time you're coming out from the supermarket, you may be having a full trolley. So it is so important for the retailer, because as the shopper sees these products, they'll remember and put them in their trolley. So you end up getting a bigger sale and you get more profit. And net, you are giving value to the shopper, and you're also getting some value. You display it, they are happy, they buy, you get some profit back. So it's very, very important.
I'm just thinking about the supermarkets, and we might talk a lot, and viewer thinks we are only talking about supermarkets or those kind of big shops. But the other time I went to buy some socket from an electrical shop, and whatever they were selling me, I wasn't interested in that. I wanted something else, much superior, better brand and all that. And they kept on saying, we'd only have this one, you only have this one, you only have this one. But after I persisted and then now asked them, where can I get what I want? All of a sudden the lady remembered, by the way, I have that socket somewhere, but it's not moving. So they went behind the sockets I was looking for, and they fished it out. Do you think such a person also needs to do some merchandising? Let's say an electrical shop or any other shop which is not a supermarket.
Exactly, they need to. Think about the clothes stores, which you have, or electronics. Every item that you hope the shopper can buy needs to be seen. Like now what you are looking for is something that may have been used some time back. Those gadgets are still available. So they also need to be displayed. So that you've got sockets this side, they're the 2-pin, 3-pin, maybe you're looking for a 2-pin. And because normally now the sockets are 3-pin, they have decided it's no longer needed. Get a space where it can be seen. Then with the sockets, remember, you can also display the circuit breakers. Okay? So someone who was not even planning to buy the circuit breaker, maybe you're looking for the socket because it blew. Maybe there was excess power coming through. So with the socket breaker, you display it. Then you'll be able to see it and buy it. So when you display, you allow cross-merchandising and you upscale the customers. They're able to see more things. So such a person, you will go there tomorrow and say, when I went here, I got this, I actually got this. And then there are new items which have come. So you're asking them, what is that for? They explain to you. Then you say, oh, I think I need that one too. So every kind of place, as we started by saying, you're selling merchandise. What cannot be seen cannot be bought.
So you need to display.
You need to display.
So anybody having a shop
you need to
needs
display.
to display. Does it also apply online?
That is very, very important. Today, when you go to the various apps, let me just use one of the key accounts that we have. If you go to their outlet, for example, Carrefour, Naivas, Tuskys, you'll find their products displayed. When you're paying, they ask you for the app. When you open that app, it shows you the products that are available. 2, it also shows you what you frequently buy. And if there's a promotion, they tell you this is on promotional items. So what we normally find customers doing or shoppers doing, they will go to the online and see what is available. So that by the time I'm going to the physical store, at the back of my mind, I know what is available at what price. Economic times are tough this time. So you also want to plan what you are buying. So I want to see the prices before I get to the shop, so that I plan the items I will buy, budget for them, and at the till, I'll not be embarrassed because I can afford to pay for what I have shopped for. Because that is something that makes people very uncomfortable. When you pick items, and then you realize you're short of some cash. So with online displaying, they also put the products, and then you can budget well, and you know what to buy. Yes.
So in merchandising, what are the things that you need to take care of? Let's say like, how do you merchandise? How do you ensure that the visibility is there? I'm looking at things like cleanliness. I don't know. We've talked about order.
Yes.
What else can you say about merchandising?
When you're thinking about merchandising, we have said it's a silent salesperson. Okay? It's like a silent salesperson who is merchandising for you. So you need to understand your customers. What do they need? For example, you might find customers in a certain area who want discount items. Items that are low priced. So you realize if these are the kind of customers I have, then the packs that I need to sell are the low unit packs, costing 10 shillings, 20 shillings, 30 shillings, like that. Now, once you understand what your customers want, you need to display those products. What colors are you going to use for your display? See, you've got a floor display. What color will you use? If you're selling food items, what colors, schemes will you be looking for? Probably green, the colors of food. So that you know they not only want the products and the sizes, they also want to be comfortable in seeing the display that you're putting up. And you also want to ensure that they're able actually to access the product and they can look at it, touch it, and move it. Maybe at this point I can put a small disclaimer. When we put up a display in a retail shop, let us allow the shoppers to touch. Oftentimes you'll see a label, do not touch. If they cannot touch, then we need to facilitate somebody. Maybe it's a breakable item like crockery. We facilitate somebody who can come and help the person experience the product. If something it can break like this one, then the person who knows how to handle it can come, take it around and help the customer touch, feel, and experience the product. So it is very, very important to make sure they experience it, because they can also smell it. What is it? What does it have? Then that will help them so that they make a decision. And because your display needs to convert them to buyers, not just see and go away. Yes.
You just said about touch, and I'm laughing because when you meet experienced hawkers, and hawkers are very good marketers.
Yes.
And they might be even selling shoes or whatever it is. He'll make sure that he first of all tells you, take hold of it, put it on, try it, even before he's told you about the price, Now let's come to sales promotions. Sales promotions work hand in hand with merchandising. What is sales promotions? How do they relate with merchandising? And how is it different with advertising?
Okay. When you talk about a sales promotion, this is a tactic that you get you to have the buyers pick your product that period. For example, end month, you'll find price down on certain items, save 30%, save 40 shillings, save this. That's a tactic to entice the shopper to pick the product and buy. Normally it is short term. You're looking for sales like, I want sales, mid-week sales, end month sales, Christmas sales, Easter sales, Eid sales. I'm looking for them like now, because we know people are in a spending mood. So I want to optimize that opportunity as a retailer, because if I don't do it, they're going to buy somewhere else. When you talk about advertising, basically you're letting the customer, the shoppers know about your product. You make them aware of it. What are its benefits? When can you use it? Long term you have a margarine. It is good for children. I can use it for making various types of food. So you create a story around your brand. So with time, these people get endeared to your product and you'll convert them into buyers. Now, once they start buying your product, they will continue. So the end game for advertising is build loyalty and trust with your brand so that you convert them. Not a quick sale like this, but both of them are the two sides of a coin. This one gives you a quick one. Now, after people have bought quickly and they gotten it, you will still need long-term sales. So advertising guarantees your long-term sales. Yes.
Actually, we have what we call the promotion mix, which is public relations, sales promotions, advertisement, and personal selling. And I think the key for small businesses will be the sales promotions.
Yes.
And the personal selling. Those are very, very key. And I don't know what Enoch you have to say about sales promotions.
Well, thank you so much. This is a great conversation, because I realize now these two go hand in hand. Merchandising and then sales promotion. And the common denominator is visibility. These products have to be visible. I like the way you've put it, and I see a challenge in most of the small businesses. Someone is fully stocked, he has got his capital, he has loaded with so much merchandise, but is not selling. Probably is not paying attention to exposing these products, And of course, you look at, you've talked about customer experience, you must improve it. I'm imagining a toddler or young kid getting into a supermarket and is interested in toys, but someone has positioned them like at the very far, shelf. A kid cannot easily access it or, get it. But realize if someone has put it in a more, a closer way, maybe to the height of these kids, it could be appealing and easy, to capture and then make a sale. So I realize positioning is also key. Sales promotion takes it to the next level, because sometimes, you've talked about merchandising, people will only buy what they have seen. But what about you capturing a bigger market, outside your shop or your supermarket or things like that? So I think sales promotion is very, very important, Doctor. Yes.
So what are some of the low-cost merchandising strategies that small businesses can implement?
There are a couple of them. When the business is small and you're growing, you think about how much you need to input to get people to come to your shop. People like free things generally. So one of the things that you can do is have a buy one, get one free promotion, which we call BOGOF. So you can have, it doesn't have to be exactly the same size. You can have something that maybe it's like, maybe like a loaf of bread. You buy the loaf of bread and then you get a free margarine, maybe of 20 grams. So you have factored in that this is a promotion that will help me to sell my bread. This, you could be looking at it probably like if the small margarine has not been moving and you put it with bread. Number one, you help your customers to start associating bread with spreading so that they do not take a bread that does not have margarine. So buy one, get a free sachet of a certain margarine. That would be very good. Okay. Something else that people like is when you're a small supermarket, people like discounted items. So you can say save 10 shillings, save 5 shillings. So you as a retailer, once you give this discount, people will consider you to be one who considers the economic capacity to buy, and you'll be interested in coming to a shop. So those are some of the things that you can do. And another one that can very, very easily work is letting the people experience the brand, sampling. So you can work with the manufacturers. They've given you some new product and you realize that probably people are not quite aware about it. Ask them for a smaller version of it so that you can sample. So at the till, when people are paying, you tell them, thank you for shopping with us, go try this one, like that. So they pick as they go. So free sampling is very good. A product, or if it is a food item like cubes or savory, you know, the condiments, you can have them make some food and then they taste the use of that product with that food. And once now they taste it, they'll be now saying, then you tell them, now that vegetables, those vegetables you've eaten, I've cooked them using this item. So at that place, you can also sell to them. So you're letting them experience the product as you're promoting it to them.
Okay. Talking about promotions, I saw some interesting promotions that you find, like even petrol stations. You find people standing by the roadside with a banner saying 5 shillings off today or something like that. And they really attract a lot of customers. I don't know, what do you think about sales promotion, and which are the unique ones that you've seen or the ones that you like most?
I like where you are heading. I think you are talking about our neighbor here. Our neighbor here is very strategic. You know, when you are coming to Blessed House, it is like a hub. Everyone, you know, people coming from, you know, Mountain Mall, Thika Road. This is like a hub, Blessed House. So very many people are coming in. So I see him putting, there are like 4 or 3 men standing. 5 shillings off today, 10 shillings off. In fact, even if you didn't want to buy, you end up, you know, having to buy from them. And I think sales promotion is something that small businesses need to appreciate. Yeah, they have not been doing it, but now getting it from an expert, they will now need to think in that direction. Because now the challenge is, maybe she can help us understand. You've talked about accessing these samples that you're going to give these customers. What is the procedure of getting these free samples? Because for a startup or small business, you know, it may not be, most of them don't know how to, you know, how do I get these samples? How do I make an inquest, or what is the procedure? Is it even simple to get samples from these manufacturers or suppliers? You can kind of, you know, help us understand that.
Thank you, Enoch. When it comes to sampling, this is what the manufacturer also wants to do. So you're already winning when you're asking them if they can support you to sample. Because we have a brand, for example, a new brand. When you do sampling, it's more economical than above the line advertising. So you get the person to experience the product. So you will look at the person who is coming to sell to you that product. We have got various salespersons, sales executives who will come to your shop to do this. So you talk to them about, can we have a proposal about sampling this product? You want me to list it? And my observation is that many people may not be aware of this product. So could we come up with a plan where we can sample this product? The salesperson will be more than happy to run that promotion. Why? Because first of all, they will list the bigger pack of that product and then come with a smaller pack to do it. Let me give you an example. You have got variants of products and you're introducing a new variant. Now people are aware of the previous ones, but not of the new ones. So you realize that when now they're introducing the other one, even like the dishwashing pastes, you normally see a small one on top of the big one. Yeah. Now, if this one is a lemon, maybe the other one is orange. So you've given these people an opportunity to try the orange, which is the small one. Normally the sales people will say, I'll bring you one which even has a baby on it, or mtoto. Nataka ile iko na mtoto. So once now you do that, you'll be sampling. So you give these people. The other one, you can actually have them delivered to you for free, and then you give them away. But the best one for both of us, I as the retailer and the manufacturer, is to put it where my other product is, so that I am sure my other product was also sold. And then the retailer gets the benefit of sampling that product to the buyers.
Okay. Yes. Talking about sales promotions, can you tell us about trends and timing and seasonalities? When should you time your promotions? Is there a pattern, or is there something that should be like guideline in when you should have promotions? Or do you just do it from, because it's short term, you don't do it from Monday to Friday, first to the 30th?
Okay. We, as a retailer, it is good to get information from the market experts on the buying patterns, the buying behavior of your shoppers. Normally, over the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is when you have got most people going to shop, because Monday through most of Friday, people are busy in their offices. So the weekends are the times when your shoppers are more in the outlet. So if you're running a promotion, the weekends are good for that. Now the other thing after the weekends now is mid-month. A number of people have some money midway, especially depending on the company. So mid-month, you'll find mid-week, mid-month deals. End month.
So you're targeting those people who get advance.
Yes. Yes. And advance is very important.
Yeah.
So then you target the ones who are getting the end of month salary. So these are the times when you really need to make sure, from beginning of the year to the end of the year, these are times when you need to do something for your business. Then you have got the special holidays, Easter holidays, Eid, Christmas, you know, those kind, and then back to school. Back to school, we have a big population. The ones who go for day school from kindergarten today to the highest level, they need shoes, they need pencils, they need detergents, they need toothpaste, they need all these items. So again, these are times when you capitalize on these times. So those are the seasons when you need to do this. And you need to know what items I'm going to sell at this time. If, for example, you are an electronic shop, like you said in there, you know, during Christmas, people want to watch a television. So that's the time you'd be talking about television. Is there April? Is there Safari Rally going on? Yeah. Then again, you know people want to watch. Is there some soccer going on somewhere globally? World Cup. People also want to buy televisions. So you capitalize on these events. That means as a retailer, you need to really have your antenna up there to hear what is happening. Like today, everybody is glued to their television or to their radio to listen. So if you have a place and maybe you sell cassettes which people listen to, today you can have a big screen and everybody who comes in can pay you maybe a little 50 bob to watch the whole thing. You'll make good money. So that's how you capitalize on events. Yes.
See, that's wonderful. We're going to take a short break shortly. And for the viewer who is viewing us, please send those questions to us. We will be taking your question after the break, and therefore would want you to send those questions to us. Thank you.
Hello there, and praise be to our God. For the last 21 years, we have been rescuing abandoned babies all over this country. And by God's help, we have been able to rescue now close to 1,000 babies in this country. Well, we thank God for His enabling power. But again, I want to thank all our partners and friends of Happy Life Children's Home that have come alongside us to work with us, to help us to feed these children. Right now we have 61 babies, we have toddlers, we have some in school, we have some in primary school, in high school, school fees, vocational training, and it's not easy, but I want to ask, you can partner with us, you can help one of these children. You can be a monthly partner of any amount, whether you are a student, whether you are working, you are a parent, young people. I want to call upon each one of us. We can do something. Well, I always say nobody has everything, but everybody has something. And at Happy Life Children's Home, we have a saying, you may not change the whole world, but you can change the whole world for one child. We have a pay bill there. I want to ask you right now, please send help for these children. The pay bill is 75512. I repeat again, the pay bill number is 75512. That is 75512. That is the pay bill for Happy Life Children's Home account. You can indicate your name, and we will be more than glad to receive this help for the children, for the many abandoned children. Actually, our place is right now full. We cannot even take more. People are abandoning children everywhere. But I want to ask that you can work with us and also become a Happy Life friend, where you can become a monthly partner. If you want to do that, you can send a message or call that number or send a WhatsApp message, and we will be able to communicate with you and tell you how you can become a friend of Happy Life. God bless you. I invite you again, be a part of this journey. For the last 21 years, God has been faithful. You can be part of what God is doing through Happy Life Children's Home, Happy Life Mission, in educating these children and even supporting them with the food, milk, diapers, and everything that they need for their daily living. God bless you, and God bless you. The Bible says, as I close, well, he who gives to the poor lends to God. If you give to the poor, you are lending to God. And God is not a debtor of anyone. He will reward you. Thank you. and God bless you.
Improve their sales through merchandising and sales promotion.
Thank you, Dr. Ari. When you think about where we live, the places, our estates, you find very many upcoming beauty shops, small ones. Then with time, they seem to expand, or they might go down, depending on a number of factors, especially merchandising, and if there are no promotions, and the business acumen. I'll give an example of some small beauty shops where we would go to sell. You go going doing your market research, you find a small beauty shop. However, you find that they have got the nail varnish, they've got lotions, they've got creams, they've got hairs, you know, the hair pieces for making hair, they have combs, they've got all items just put anyhow, not in any specific order. And then in this particular outlets, these small outlets, started engaging the sellers, and it was like, if you have got hair, where is the hair oil? So the hairs have been sprayed here, the hair oil, pale, there. Yeah. Then it's like, okay, you've got hair, you want to weave your hair, and you would want to oil your hair. So it was like, place the hair weaves here, the ones that you use for braiding, and next to them, put the hair oil that you're going to recommend for the scalp. And then once you put this weave, it will, from the time it's new, but with time it will start fading. So do we have a spray that the person can keep on spraying so that the hair is okay? So that is what you call cross merchandising, where you help the shopper to not only buy the hairpiece or the wig, they buy something for their scalp, and at the same time they buy something for their to spray on it. Two, you also put the shampoo there, because they'll need at one time to shampoo their hair, they'll need a conditioner for their hair. And you've got a two-in-one, you can also put them together. The other area that we looked into was the care for nails. Everybody, including men today, are doing pedicure, manicure.
Oh, men are doing that?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
So if you're doing your nails, you have got the nail cutter. So even men, when they are going there, you need to, do I have a nail cutter? Yes. And what else do I need for nails? The small brushes, because doing a few things, maybe gardening or doing something in the house, your nails, you get a little, you get some soil, dirt. So you need a small brush for cleaning those nails. So you've got the nail cutter, you've got this brush, and then what happens when you have washed your hands? They get dry. So do I have a lotion for men? Do I have a lotion for ladies that they can use, that they can do it? Then you go a step further. Do I have maybe nail varnish for the ladies, which they want to use? And at the same point, do you have the artificial nails, which they also use for putting on? So you put them in such a way that you help the person shopping to pick the items. And then for this particular retailer, you will help them to increase their business. Because when you mention these items, if they do not have them, they will list them. And the person selling will also benefit. So you are now able to give a package as opposed to one item. And because of what we have talked about cleaning, when you're now talking about these items for the ones, you know, you want to cut your nails and all that, you can also bring something, the ones they use for scrubbing, manicure, pedicure. You put them together. So you have got the nail section, you've got hair section, then you've got face. Now what do you have for the face? Every person will wash their face. So sometimes you have the cream that you can use for your face, or a bar soap that you can use for your face, depending on choice. Then again now you need a cream or a lotion for men. So then you have them for men and you have the ladies. So you also have this section whereby in the beauty store, if the items that are being used by ladies and men are the same, then you just demarcate them so that they are next to each other. After all, we know most men, you buy something for their wives or girlfriends or their sisters, and the men, you also buy something, the women, you also buy something for their brothers, their husbands, their friends. So you allow the person to do that. And what now started happening is that they were selling more of the hair oil than they used to sell before. Because with the hair, then that would go. So as a company, you're able to sell more. So with the time you realize that the shop whereby the beauty products were just one side and the other side had other items, so you realize that they found there is more profitability on the beauty items, on the personal care items, because the margins are normally higher. Then the other ones started fading, getting less and less. The next thing you found that this particular person has even rented the next room and expanded. So the business can continue to grow. Yes, so.
I'm just thinking about, there was a time we had kinyozi wa stima. I don't know whether you found that time.
Kinyozi wa stima.
I don't know whether they were wearing stima or it was a person, but it was called kinyozi wa stima.
Kinyozi wa stima.
But the kinyozi wa stima has now transitioned to be something which is now a big animal, which I'm even now scared about, because the moment I go to a hair salon today, they're no longer called kinyozi wa stima, but they'll shave the man, and then after that, some beautiful lady will come and start doing some massage on the head, on the shoulders, the head.
Facial.
Some will even tell you, remove your shirt, and they'll do all these things. And then they'll whisper, can you do some pedicure and manicure?
Thank you.
Is that cross-merchandising? Is that promotion? Or is that some immoral thing?
It is a very, very healthy thing. And actually, the men should be very grateful that now they are getting into this space. Because by the time now you have got, let me now still go back to where we were. Now these shops, what they have now done, instead of selling these items to people to go and use there, they have opened now a barber place and a place to have the hair done. So the items they are using on you are just from their shop. So they don't have to have some. So they have somebody there. Now what they are doing here is, number one, upskilling our men. Okay? There is something more than just cutting your hair.
Don't you think that's going to bring a lot of problems with their wives or these men?
These ladies are very professional.
Or the ladies like it.
Doctor, when you go to the hospital and a lady tells you, turn, you need an injection, do you think twice?
No.
Because you need that service.
Yeah.
Now you're here, you're a man, you've been working very hard. So in the evening you want to have your hair done. But now plus the hair, someone tells you, Daktari, just sit back on your seat and just relax. Then they massage your head, using the oils, and then the stress is gone. By the time you go home, you're so relaxed, so you're saying, oh, Mama Mungai, how was your day? She's so happy. So what we are doing is taking care of this stress, where men are not actually very much able to talk about it. So by the time you are going home, you're relaxed. So these people are doing a very important job of helping. And if you notice, they're very professional. They keep a calm demeanor, and that's it. And then they'll just ask you, are you feeling better now? You say, yes, thank you. So we would appeal to a man to continue doing that. Now, when you do your nails also, it helps. There are some things which are called ingrowths, which sometimes are very painful at the sides here. So when you do your manicure, pedicure, they're able to remove that dead skin. And then you feel good and soft. And again, there will also be massage on your hands. They'll massage your legs. And basically, you're able to relax. If you remember, in our history times, The kings, they really knew how to do this. They had a place for massage, isn't it? Where they used to have massage. And that was to happen. So slowly, I think they're trying to help us relax. Yes.
That is wonderful. What do you think about it, Enoch?
Actually, this is very interesting. As for me, I don't mind having that extra touch if I go to a Kinyozi or a Sitima.
They are no longer our Sitima nowadays.
You know, I like that touch because you realize there are men actually who choose certain salons because of that extra service. So if someone is in the business of doing salon, you know, hair and things like that, they should really consider that, doing the extra, you know, doing the pedicure and then also doing the massage. And then also there are salons we go to, and then this smart attendant tells you, by the way, we have this dye, you know, it is over there. Can we apply it? But you go to a salon and there are no suggestions. Someone is glass wall, he just does his job, you know, and then you go away. But I think there's that extra bit of customer care and then getting this customer through, you know, the entire process. Because there are men who don't know that a pedicure is necessary. You know, there are those who don't know that maybe a massage can relax them. But when this person is giving them this service, and they're also suggesting, by the way, we also have this. You know, we also have this. You end up selling because men we are wired in a way that until someone suggests something, we may not, you know, literally just get the service. You know, so it is important that everything is in one place. And you realize people are very busy these days. You want to go in a salon and get everything you want. When I leave this salon, I don't want to know anything about hair, about pedicure, or things like that. So I now get the idea.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Let's take a few of the questions that have been sent by our viewers. And viewers, once again, we are grateful that you're engaging with us. This program is here specifically for you. And I will encourage you to continue sending your questions. We have a number of minutes that we have that you can send these questions to us. We have a question from Aidan. Aidan is from Ruaka. Thank you for watching. And Aidan is asking, what are the most important attributes of a successful merchandiser? What qualities are merchandiser ni gani?
Yes. Now, when you're a merchandiser, the first thing that you need is your personality. Who are you? How do you present yourself? Because the way you look first will also determine the values you have about presentation. So you should be somebody who has the detail. Pay attention to the details of what you're doing. Someone who understands the customers. You know what they need. You know how they like it presented. You need to be skilled. You need to have a passion for visibility. You also need to know how to have creativity so that you present items in a unique way. And then you need to know the schemes that you need to use for that product. You need to understand the shopping patterns of the shoppers. For example, toys. You put them somewhere low where children will cry for them so that we can sell them. If you're thinking about items that are used by ladies, normally we don't have very tall ladies. Exceptionally, some are there.
They're always 5 feet.
Yes, about 5 feet. So you need to use the diamond, the triangle. There's a place on the shelf where they are able to reach, which is eye level. So another element about a merchandiser, they should be approachable. Yeah, someone can approach you and ask you, explain to me how I use this item. Okay, and they also need to know how to place the items. Do I put the big ones up? Do I put them down? How do I put them on the shelf, the color schemes? The green ones with the blue, with the yellow, maybe with the red. How do they follow the pattern? So the merchandiser should be somebody with very good public relations, very good relationships with the owner of the outlet and with the people coming to shop. Because after you have done your job of displaying them, then you need to engage the people who are coming there. Yes, and then the merchandiser you have must be a great executioner. We say everyday great execution. From the time they enter that outlet, that place, to the time they leave in the evening, everything should be great execution. Are the products available? All of them. Which are needed? Are they visible? Are they affordable? Are the price tags there? Or have you placed the product on one side and forgotten to move the price tag? So every day, great execution is very important for the merchandiser, and they should be very well trained. Yes.
Okay. We have Karen from Utawala. Karen, we hear you loud and clear. And Karen is asking, how can the challenges of today define the character of your brand?
Okay. With respect to...
How can the challenges of today's challenges, I think the person is saying there are a lot of challenges today, and you as a brand might be this is more what we are talking about, branding.
I get it.
How can that define the character of your brand?
Okay. When you have got challenges with the brand today, you're talking of a brand, the key challenge today would be competition. How well am I able to fit in my industry, in my category? So competition is key here. So if we do things the same way, often we get the same results. But now we need to think differently and have a unique way of doing things. For example, if my brand has been sitting on the shelf for some period of time and people have not been buying it, can I think of another way of getting this brand to the people? When you started selling this brand, what did you intend to do with it? Who were the target audience? Are they no longer coming to your shop? Where are they? Say you are selling clothes. You had some shirts that you had bought for office, and they are no longer moving. People seem to have moved to casual wear. What do I do? Where are these men? Where do they eat? You know, it doesn't matter. Even when you work in the high places, the big companies, there are places we know men like to eat. The vibandas, you know, those small places. So you get the person with these items and go with them and show them, how are you? You ask for permission from the owner. Then as you sell, you have something for the person who has helped you to sell. So go to where your customers are if they are not coming to you. The other thing could be, maybe the perception about your brand has changed. Supposing it was an item that you were using, is it still having the same attributes? If it's a perfume, for example, it's not moving. What has changed? Then you can try out the people and ask them, do you like this perfume? How much would you buy for? So come do a little bit of market research and find out, why are the people responding like this to my brand? Is it the economic situation we are facing now? Yes, that is really key. So I have products which are worth this much money. I may need to look for products that maybe are smaller, whereby instead of me buying one item for the whole month, I can buy on a weekly basis. So if I was selling water, for example, now there are these small bottles of 200 ml, 250 ml. So someone can buy one today, another one tomorrow, instead of buying the half liter they used to buy. So do I need to rebrand? Do I need to have smaller sizes for these people? So based on the economic challenges, the competition facing you, is it the pricing of your product? How do I address this issue of pricing? I can create value for money. Like we've talked about the salon. Once you come and use a product on the person, the salons normally recommend that brand for you. So you can have advocacy. You can have brand ambassadors who may not be expensive. Just make people experience your brand. And this can go on and on. And she can reach out to us for the specific business and for what she's really looking for, and then we can guide her further.
Wonderful.
Yes.
We'll share the contacts of Dr. Grace with you at the end of the show. Hello, I'm Jojo from Kamulu. Is it important to know how your competitors are handling boosting, I believe, as promotions and marketing?
Absolutely. Business, apart from your customers, your consumers, and the suppliers, the next best person you must learn is your competitor. You know, there is the saying that what you do not know does not hurt you. No, here it hurts you badly. So you should know everything about your competitor. Get somebody who will find out exactly what your competitor is doing. Every day, know who are my competitors and what are they doing. They are doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why? Because maybe this product is not moving, this is not happening. Let me use an example of like a wholesaler. And you're a person, say you're a salesperson, you want to find out. When you go to the place where the wholesaler is, there's something we say, take stocks of my brand. I see what is there. When I enter that store with my book like this, I have a small section. I'll not even label it. I'm busy counting my stocks. So if I have got 500 grams and there are 10 cartons, across here I'll note my competitor has 20. Nobody knows why I've written my 20. So you check what they're doing. Then you realize that these people have stocked more of the competing brand than mine. Now you need to find out what they're doing with it. And it's very easy. With good PR, with good public relation with the wholesaler, you just pick up a small chart. You say, you're giving me 10 cases. No, I'll put 20. I have seen my competitor has 20. Me, I'll put 25. Then they'll tell you, no, they have a promotion coming. So you've not given me a promotion. Already have learned what is happening about my competitor. Then the other thing you do is those competitors, you can send somebody to go and walk through the place and find out.
That happens a lot in town.
Yes.
People send somebody to the other shops of their competitors.
Yes.
Every morning to find out what is happening.
Do they have new products? Have they put a price down? Do they have promotions? Are they changing things? All that information. Every day you need to have that one. That's why we are saying every day great execution, Jonjo. Every day find out what your competitors are doing before they can overtake you. Yes.
Wonderful. Now there is somebody from Milema, Tamara from Mirema is saying, in relations to marketing, how can you approach, or what is the best way to approach customers to promote your brand, especially if it is an online business? How do you promote an online business, and how do you get your customers to do that for you?
Okay. Now, in this particular scenario, it's an online business. You need to know, where are my customers online? Are they on Facebook? Are they at Twitter? Are they Instagram? Do they love TikTok? For example, today, across the board, almost every kind of customer goes to TikTok. Young, old, any age, they go to TikTok. So, do you have something creative, something interesting that can make someone smile when you advertise your brand? So you can do something, and then you put it on TikTok, and it will quickly trend, and it will be shared very fast. The other thing you find out is, where do my customers normally go to? Am I targeting a certain group? Are these YouTube people? Are they where do they engage most online? Then that is where you position your brand as the quick ads, you know. And if you think they're going to switch off the ad, you can have the one that says this ad, you play after this ad. So you give them time to see that. And apart from just seeing your brand, you give them a reason to come for your brand. Do you leave them wanting more? You leave them desiring to hear more. So they'll keep looking at that. And then your shop online should be displayed in a very unique, innovative, creative way, so that it is also appealing online. The same way you'd have had it appealing on a physical store. Let it appeal online. Then, don't just let them see, allow them to shop. Because sometimes we just display and tell them my shop is somewhere here. Allow them to shop. Create a facility for shopping putting in the trolley and paying. So that you take them through the whole journey. And by the time they complete the journey, they'll have ordered and paid you product. And we can also specifically look at what she's talking about and see how more we can help her more.
Okay. So let's come to what are the metrics that small businesses should use to track the effectiveness of their promotions and merchandising?
Okay. We can start with merchandising to see how effective these ones are. For example, if you're doing merchandising and you've made a display, whether physical or online, you check the engagement of the customers, of the shoppers with your product. Are they looking at it? Yes. Are they picking it? Yes. Are they looking at it? Yes. If, for example, it's a pen which is branded, are they trying to see how it works? Then after that, you see, once they have found and they're busy, they're happy, you buy it. If the person looks at the product, puts it down, and just goes, and does not linger for long, you need to find out why. So if it's online and they have used your product, get some ratings to ask them, have you done this? Did you do this? Did you pick the product? Why were you not able to buy the product? The person could indicate, I don't have enough cash. I'll buy next time. And then the person would say, I was hoping the writing is sharper than this one. This is a little too thick. It's a little too thin. So apart from just selling, get information from the customer. So when you display your product, how you know whether it's successful is the conversion rate from people who are browsing to people who have bought the product. Then the items on promotion compared to the items not on promotion. How do the sales compare? Now that I've put this item on promotion, have I increased my sales? Look at that. Apart from the sales, what about the margin, the profit, the take home? Yeah? So you also need to look at the profit. Have I made some profit? Because I need to give value to the shopper and also get some value in return. That is what you call good marketing. The other one is what you normally talk about, as a package, your return on investment. Whichever area you've invested in, here normally it's a financially, economically. Whatever it took for me to run this merchandising, how much did I spend? 20,000. How much sales have I gotten from it? 22. Okay. What margin is that? If I do 20,000 and I get 18, no matter how many people picked my product, there's something that is not right. Why are they using the smaller product? Why? So any item that you display, you need to calculate. If so many pieces go, will I make a profit? Because there's sometimes you sell and you're not calculating whether I'm getting a return on it. Something else that also you need to think about whether it is successful. Your merchandising, your promotions are successful. Are people telling you, I heard about it from so-and-so. So-and-so told me I can actually get this item here. So are there referrals? Yes. Are there referrals?
Okay.
How is the word of mouth? So if there's good word of mouth and people are coming and buying, you're going to create loyal customers. And then you'll be able to sell better.
Now, my last question. What are the most common mistakes that small businesses make in merchandising and promotions, and how do you overcome them?
Okay. For small businesses, when they want to carry out a promotion, you'll see them putting a blackboard at the entrance, and they say these are the prices of the items. Okay. The question is, what informed the promotion which is there? The first thing that businesses need to do, you see, what they think is, this item is not selling, so I need to put it on discount. For example, take iron sheets. They are different designs. You realize that these ancient ones are not moving because of ABC, you don't know. So you say, I'm going to put these ones on sale. Probably the issue may not even be that they are the old ones. People are looking for colored ones. They're looking for maybe red, they're looking for blue, they're looking for green. So even if you put the others, which they do not want on promotion, a few people may buy them, but you've not achieved your objective. Sometimes you want to promote something which is about to expire. When people look at the item, they check the expiry, they say, no. That creates a very negative image about your product. If you've got a short expiry product, let's say it's a foodstuff, the best way to do it is do another kind of promotion. If it is expiring within a month and it's a margarine or it's a cooking fat, you know there are these small hotels which their turnover is very fast. They cook, they finish within a day. So if you sell to them something they can use within a week at a discount, they'll use it and you do not cause any negative impact on your brand. So those are some of the things that they do.
In other words, you're trying to say, if it is getting expired soon, I should move out of my comfort zone and look out to these people.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. Another thing that you can do is limit the number of pieces somebody will take. Okay? Because if you just say one per person, and then you clearly indicate that, so you have somebody there, this is the time now you need a good merchandiser, a good promoter. When the person is speaking, you can tell them, this product, yes, why can't I have two? You just tell them, once you finish this one, come back, you'll find it here. You're not telling them it's short expiry, but come back when you finish. In other words, you safeguarded the image of your brand so that people do not think that the product is on short expiry. But the best one is go out of your comfort zone and make sure that the product is used and monitor, follow up to make sure that the person was able to complete the product. Another mistake that they do, which is very common, is what are the other people doing? What are they doing? I also want to do it. So you go across there, you find this person is running an electronic shop and all the adapters are on offer. I come, I put my adapters on offer. Don't do a me too. Be unique. Know your customers. Find out what they are looking for and please your customers. When they are happy, when they are satisfied, you give them that good experience, they will come back for more. And you get good business you can sustain.
Wonderful.
Long term.
Thank you very much, Dr. Grace, for that insightful discussion on merchandising and sales promotion. I think time is not on our side. Would have wanted to continue to engage you far much more. But now I'll take some parting shots, starting with Enoch, and then we'll come to yourself. You can tell us much more about your company as we wind out.
Well, thank you so much, Doctor. I believe Dr. Grace has really deliberated on so much. We really needed more hours to get this, you know, and I feel like if there's any person who's really viewing this, if I were them, I would go over this discussion over and over again, because I realize there's so much substance in it. You know, you've talked about visibility, which most people have not been paying attention onto. You've also told us these two work hand in hand. Do whatever you're doing offline, do it online. You know, that is very important. You have encouraged us to get out of our way in case something is expiring, you know, move out, look for someone who can really take it without you being, you know, getting this as a discount party, yet you know it is expiring soon. Clients will get to know, you know, this is just a sinister plan. So you've really helped us understand that merchandising is not just about having products in your, you know, store or things like that. So for the young people, I want to encourage you that this is the place to be, Kingdom Business Network. And I also want to appreciate Doctor once again. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Enoch. Dr. Grace, you can tell us about your company and what you do as you give us your parting shots.
Okay, our company is called SokoWise Solutions Limited. As you hear, SokoWise means the marketplace, and you're using the wisdom of the marketplace. So here we deal with various types of products, the merchandising you've talked about, how to run successful promotions. There's someone who asked about the qualities of a good merchandiser. We train in merchandising, we train in sales, and we're able to equip the people and guide the business in the various areas that they're engaged in. And you're welcome to contact us, and we can see how we can work together for a sustainable and profitable business.
I know you've done a lot of merchandising and promotions. Maybe you can boost the confidence of the viewer and tell them how, for how long and for what organizations. You don't have to name names. You can tell us whether they were A companies or C companies.
Okay. I worked with A companies for the longest time, but 28 years in total, a good experience in that area. And I have a passion for merchandising and training salespeople and marketers. And it's been a good journey, and we are still progressing doing this. And once you come to us, we'll be able to push your company from that other number to an A company. Yeah. They also started low and they grew. So there's hope for all of us. Yes.
Thank you very much, Dr. Grace. With your experience in a blue chip company, which I don't want to name because I also worked there. But it's one of the best in this country and internationally. And I know you are very much well equipped in terms of handling issues, sales, promotions, and merchandising. So thank you very much, my viewer, for tuning in to Kingdom Business Network. Thank you for sending the questions. I know this discussion will help you boost your business, increase your market penetration, increase your market share. And until next time, I want to say shalom. God bless you very much, and thank you for always tuning to this station of your choice. Amen.